little bit about what to do if you did not like your job. Because some people might be sitting at home thinking, okay, how am I supposed to be happy if I'm heading into a place every day that I can't stand? Sarah Vermunt is here. She's a career coach. This is a big one. And your job is kind of a happy job because you're basically getting people out of the jobs they hate.
Yeah, I help people figure out what they want so they can finally quit the jobs they hate. It's pretty cool, yeah.
Some people are just sitting in the job because they don't know what else they want to do. They don't know what they're into. So Sarah helps you with that. What we want to talk about in this segment is time, because your life is time. Time is precious. You really have to think about how you're treating your time in order to lead that way and get that path to happiness. Yep. So what is your rule?
Treat your time, it's like spend your time like you spend your money. Treat your hours like dollars and spend accordingly. And actually, I think it's even more important to spend your time wisely than it is to spend your money wisely, because you can always make more money. Yeah. We can't make more time.
They're laughing. Like, no, you can.
you can't make more time.
But you can't make more time.
You can't make more of it. So you have to be really intentional with what you do. Hopefully, you're spending your money with care and intention, and that's what I think we should do with our time.
Okay, be precious about that time. So be intentional about how you spend your time in the evening. So these are the hours that should belong to you. How are you spending them?
Yeah, and that's the big question. Most of us, when we come home from work, especially us women, we're always giving all of our time away to other people. It's how we show other people we love them. We're caring for little people, you know, checking in on them, you know, the sick friend, whatever. And we find that the 5 hours that we have after week are gone all of a sudden, and we haven't kept any time for ourselves. So in order to put ourselves back on our lists, we actually have to take some stuff off the list, which drives us crazy because we always want to do all the things, right? We want to do all the cool things. We want to do all the good things. We want to be good moms, good partners, good friends, good family members. Yeah. But we're all exhausted. We're not as happy as we should be. And this isn't really something that men struggle with as much as women struggle with, giving all of our time away.
I feel like it's starting to change a bit. You know, I'm seeing in my neighborhood a lot more of the men are stay-at-home dads, and they're hanging out and realizing that crazy imbalance of work inside the home, because it really never ends.
It never ends.
But you've got to figure out what to take off the list.
Yeah, if you think of you know, your time like a bookshelf, like everyone at home probably has a bulging bookshelf somewhere in their house where you can't fit another book on because it's so full. You have to take some books off before you put some more on. It's like that with our time too. You have to remove some things in order to put in some new stuff.
Okay, I'm removing my kids' homework from my list.
Good.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Not your job.
Apparently it's important. Okay, choose how you want to spend your time at work. So let's say you're going to your job and you're not enjoying it. Part of that could be because of the way that you were working.
Yeah, it actually could be of your schedule. The problem might not be your job. The problem might be your schedule. So if you imagine, let's say there's a woman named Susan who works in the office beside you, and she really likes to mix things up, do different things throughout the day, work on one project, check her email throughout the day. She's always juggling, doing a bunch of things. Well, if that's not your style of working, even if you and Susan have the same job, that's not the way you should do your work. For example, I'm someone who loves to focus really deeply and do one thing all day. That would bore some people to tears, but I love it. So if you can figure out if you're a task switcher or a deep focuser or something in between, you can actually be way happier with your hours at work.
Okay, as long as you have the leeway to make that happen in your world, that's a small thing that can make a big difference.
Yeah, most people do have some leeway.
Budget who you spend your time with. Energy suckers. Keep them away.
Yeah, this is a tricky one, but it makes a big difference. So you only have so much time and energy in your life, and so it would make sense that you want to spend it with good energy people. Yes. You know, we all have that one friend or colleague or family member who's, you know, you love them, but they're kind of exhausting. Like you feel like you need to take a nap after you spend time with them. Maybe don't spend so much time with that person. You can still, and this is something I think we don't realize, you can still love somebody and spend less time with them. Right. It's really more about managing your own personal energy. So let's say if your mother-in-law drives you crazy, maybe don't call her every week, call her every other week. Right. Or if you're Debbie Downer friend, if you have lunch every Wednesday, maybe have lunch once a month instead of every week. It's all about managing your own energy. And it's really hard to make new friends as an adult. Yes. But if you're spending all of your time with people who bring your energy down, you won't have time to have those new energetic good vibes people in your life. life.
Love from afar. And that's one thing everyone used to say before I turned 40. Oh, when you get to 40, you're not going to care anymore. It's going to be great. And now people who are 50 are like, oh, you need to get to 50 because you are not going to care and you're just going to cut everyone out. I want to get to 65, okay?
Yeah.
I just want to be like, woo, you're out of my life. I don't care. I'm good. We got more great tips for you coming up. It's all about happiness today on Cityline. Stay with us. Yes.